Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance? Okay. You got your ID, department ID, and your driver's license. The reason why I'm stopping you is we got multiple reckless driving calls about you. Okay. And then when I'm following you, you're hitting the shoulder of the road. You been drinking?
I have a couple drinks.
How many?
Just a couple.
Okay. What were you reaching in the back for?
Huh?
I seen you reaching in the back. You have an open container back there?
I did, yeah.
Okay. You been drinking on the way here?
Just going to
You got your registration, proof of insurance? Do you have a firearm on you? Okay. Do you got your pistol? Are you a corrections officer or just deputy? Lieutenant? Okay. Alright, just sit tight, right back to you. He's behind me. Brian, I'm going to have you step out of the car when I'll do field sobriety test for you. Okay? Where are you going to camp?
Huh?
Where are you going to camp?
Milwaukee, Michigan. So.
Where?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Michigan? Where's that? Just around. It's Hillman right around the corner.
No.
Hawks?
Huh? No, past Hawks.
I have no clue where that's at.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. What would you like me to do?
Just let me go.
I can't. I had multiple phone calls. You'd be in the same situation if I was in the vehicle in your county, correct?
I don't know, but
I've got multiple 911 calls about a reckless driver, plate and all matches, almost hitting vehicles. I get behind you. You hit the shoulder of the road twice.
All right, just let me stay here. Okay?
You can't. I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of this vehicle. Brian, my hands are tied. If I let you go, I'm going to lose my career over you. You don't think I wouldn't?
No.
This is northern Michigan. We're a small department. Okay, I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of the vehicle. You know I have my job to do. You know that.
Yeah, I know. And I just want you to...
And I understand your point, your position. Okay, I'm trying to be as cooperative and nice to you as I can. So, please step out of the vehicle for me. You know how this works.
I know. But
okay? So I'm asking you nicely.
I know you are, but just let me go.
I'm not. I can't let you go. We're way past that point. You know this.
No, I don't.
You're a lieutenant. You know how this works.
Yeah, I do.
You would tell one of your deputies if they called you right on the side of the road,
No,
and they asked you what to do. So, if one of your deputies is in the position as I am right now, calling you as a lieutenant, Lieutenant, this is what I got. What should I do? You're just going to say let him go?
At this point, yes.
Why?
Why?
Just because. You're intoxicated. I know it. You've opened alcohol in the vehicle that you stashed in the back. I know it. You know it. I'm not losing my career over you.
You don't have to.
This will make me lose my career over you.
It won't.
So I'm going to ask you one more time. Step out of this vehicle nicely for me.
Just let me go.
Brian, we are way past.
Just let me stay.
Can't. I can't. Brian, I can't.
No. If you let me stay here, I'll be gone.
No.
I promise.
Brian, we've already went past that point.
No,
you are. I'm being nice to you.
No.
Any other person you would have drug out of this vehicle, correct?
No.
That's refusing to step out of this vehicle.
No, not where I live.
Where you work, Washington County will not do that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So I think I'm being decent, not yanking you out of this vehicle yet.
No,
I don't want to yank you out of this vehicle.
No, just let me go. Right?
I can't. We're done with that.
No. We can't.
No.
So,
My bosses already know.
that's fine.
That's not fine. Step out of this vehicle right now.
Just let me go. Be a good guy.
I am being a good guy. Brian, out of this vehicle. I'm asking you nicely. I don't want to see anything worse happen. Okay?
No, just let me go.
Brian.
I will go sleep in the bushes.
You know, the next thing, I'm going to go hands-on with you.
No,
and you're going to go to jail for R&O. You want that?
No, I don't want that.
Out of this vehicle right now.
Stop.
Okay, I've been nice to you.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. Okay. I will stop.
You're not. We're past that point, Brian.
No.
Out of this vehicle now. I'm being very cooperative and nice to you.
No, we're not. Because
Brian, if I touch you,
come check on me.
if I have to pull you out of this truck right here, right now, it's going to be a big issue.
No, I don't want you to pull me out of the truck. So, just
17 from 22. Start heading this way as well.
okay.
I'm sending another officer now with
That's
us.
Fine.
Out of this vehicle.
I'm not going to fight with you.
Sorry,
Okay?
did you read me?
Requesting 17 here.
Okay. I
Out.
will pull over.
You're
and
out.
just
No,
rest.
Brian, we're out.
No.
Step out of this vehicle. If I yank you out,
No, don't.
you're going to have an R&O charge.
No,
You don't want this. Come on.
No.
I'm being very cooperative with you. Nice to you.
No, you're not. Because if
My
you
hands
were,
are tied.
No.
I cannot
will just,
let someone
I will just
go
over
drunk.
and sleep it off. That's all I ask.
We're way past that point, Brian.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
I had multiple 911 calls.
No, that's why I'm saying. I will.
You
just
wouldn't
go,
have stopped without me lighting you up.
Stopped for you.
You wouldn't have stopped.
I stopped for you.
Yes, you did. You wouldn't have if I didn't get behind you.
Oh my gosh! How would I would? Okay, just let
You
me,
know intoxication.
Just let me stop over and call it. Okay.
I can't.
Do me a favor.
I can't.
Oh my god.
I'm not losing my career over you.
And I'm not losing my career either.
So you doing exactly what you're doing is not helping your career out.
No, it's not. Well, no. Just let me go over.
I can't. We're done. Out of this vehicle now. I'm getting done with you.
All right. What's your name again?
Deputy Morrison.
Morrison.
Zach Morrison.
Just let me.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You think I want to do this? Arrest a fellow cop?
Yes, I think you do.
Why?
I don't know. Just
I
let me
know
go
this
over.
career. I know what you go through every day.
No, just let me go over.
Why do you think I want to arrest a cop? We're not above the law.
I don't know. 'Cause
Okay.
I've had. You want to talk? We could talk forever.
Yes, we can.
But so just.
And
let
we're
me,
at the point, Ryan. You have to step out of this vehicle now. If I have to yank you out with this
No,
DNR
no,
officer,
let me-
you are going to go to jail for R&O,
No, I'm not.
along with other charges.
So just let me.
I can't do that. You know that.
Yes, you can.
My boss is already aware of the situation.
It's okay. Just let me go over.
I'm not no, out of this vehicle now.
No. Just let me go over, buddy.
I don't want to fight you.
I'm not gonna fight.
You're resisting already.
No, I'm not. I just want you to let me go.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can.
You're getting recorded.
That's fine.
How could I just let you go knowing you're intoxicated?
No, I said I was gonna go and just.
Brian, it's not like it's a road beer or two.
No,
You're
I'm just
smashed.
gonna go rest and I will be on my way. So.
We can't. We're done with that.
Guys, come on.
There's no guys come on about it. Brian, I don't want to yank you out of this vehicle and cause this issue right here in this
let
road.
me just-
Okay?
I will
That's
sleep.
what you are getting out of this vehicle.
No. Just let me sleep it off.
Brian, we're done with this. You're one getting out of this vehicle, whether it's you stepping out, manning up to it, being a man about it, or two, we're dragging you out and you are getting in handcuffs. Which one do you want? I'm asking you nicely to please step out of this vehicle
No,
with me.
I just.
If you don't want to do sobriety tests, that's fine. Step out of this vehicle.
I just want you to drive me. I will just be here. So, does that
Okay,
make sense?
no.
Okay,
Last
come on,
time,
guys.
step out of this vehicle peacefully with me. Be a man about it.
Alright, so can we be
Step out peacefully.
No.
Be a man about it.
Alright.
And let's deal with the consequences.
So,
Or I start yanking in you
don't
and
yank.
get you out of here, and if you keep resisting, you're going to get a taser.
No, I'm not going to fight you. So I'm just telling you, I will pull over and
We're-
we'll sleep it off.
We're done with this.
No, I will. Just be a...
Clear. Out of this vehicle now.
No, be a...
Out of this vehicle
No,
now.
don't touch me.
Brian, out of this vehicle
No,
now.
don't touch me.
Let's step out.
No,
You
don't
know
touch
this.
me.
Out of this vehicle.
No.
Out of this vehicle. You are
No.
resisting an officer. You
No,
know
I'm
this.
not. Just to think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'm not losing my career over you. Out of
no,
this
I'm not
vehicle.
going to leave it either.
Quit
So
pulling
I
away.
will go and pull over.
Quit.
And, no, hold on. I will go pull over and...
No, we're out of the vehicle now.
No.
You-
Listen to me.
Brian, you're already resisting.
No, Deputy Morrison.
Yes.
Yes. I will pull over and I will...
No, we're way past that point.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Out of this vehicle now.
No, I will.
Out of this vehicle right now.
No, I will.
Brian, we're not pulling over anymore.
I am pulled over. I pulled over for... I will... I will... Oh my God.
Man, don't make me crawl through here.
Get
No,
out of this
I
vehicle.
just... Hey, guys.
Step out to the back and talk.
No.
Man
no,
up.
because you guys won't.
How are we not?
Because if I pull over and sleep it off, you guys will be good. That's
Out.
fine.
Out.
No, just...
Brian, you know how this works.
I can...
Then get out.
No, just go sleep it
Not
off.
happening.
Come on. No, I'm not
Do you
doing
think
that.
we want to do this? No.
Then let me just pull off and...
Our hands are tied.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Out of this vehicle.
Oh my gosh. No, don't.
Out.
No.
We just have to. Out.
Brian, go. Come on.
No. Hold on, guys.
Brian.
One more time.
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
Brian.
one more time.
Step
okay?
out
You're
of the
going to
vehicle.
get a fucking taser.
No, one
Step
more
out
time.
of the vehicle.
Can we talk about it?
Step out of the vehicle.
17, step it up.
Can we talk about it? Guys.
Step out of the vehicle!
You're getting a taser. Back up.
No.
Taser right now if you don't get out.
Make it work, okay?
Out. Right now. Go to the front of my car. You got your firearm on you.
No, I don't.
I'm patting you down. Turn around.
Okay.
Are you going to do sobriety test?
2134 still with you.
It's affirmative.
Can I just pull off?
No.
Why?
You going to do field sobriety test for me?
No, just let me pull
Brian, we're done with this.
Hold on.
Talk to me. Yes or no? Are you doing field sobriety tests?
All right, so if this was the other situation, what would you do?
I'm in a horrible situation.
I know, just let me...
If I was drunk in your position and
I'm
you
not
pulled me
drunk.
over, I'd feel horrible. But I'm not going to resist.
I didn't resist.
We forcefully out to
Yeah,
you
I
out of
was
this vehicle.
trying to make a deal.
Okay.
Just let me go. I will...
Yes or no? Are you going to do a field sobriety test for me?
I just want to sleep it off.
Are you going to do a field sobriety test for me?
Can we just sleep it off?
No, we can't sleep it off. Are you going to do a field sobriety test for me?
I don't know. Come on, buddy.
It's a yes or no question.
It's not. Let's just sleep it off.
No.
okay?
Are you
I
going to
will
do...
just...
Brian, are you going to do a field sobriety test? Yes or no?
Just let me...
No. We're not doing this way. Are we doing field sobriety tests?
I think he would let me just sleep it off.
Okay. Well, he's not the officer in charge.
Okay.
He's assisting me.
I know.
Regardless, you're putting us in a bad situation.
Yeah, and I am.
This is the last thing we want to do.
I know, but just let me... I
we can't-
will.
You know we can't
you
do
guys
that.
can stay here.
Brian, are you
no,
doing
you
field...
have to.
No, are you doing field sobriety tests?
No, you have to.
Are you doing field sobriety tests for me?
I think he's on my side, but...
Well, it doesn't matter at this moment. Yes or no? Are you going to do a field sobriety test? Walk the line, one-legged stands, you know the routine.
No, stop. Just let me... Just...
We're done.
No, just let me do it.
Okay. Yes or no? We're going to do field
No,
sobriety.
no, just let me... Oh my gosh.
I take that as a no.
I'm on your side.
You're on my side, then do the sobriety test. It's a
No,
yes.
I'm not on your side. If you're on my side, you'd let me just go.
I'm doing my job. You know that.
Yeah, and I'm doing my job too.
Okay.
So.
If you're not going to do field sobriety test, turn around, place your hands on your back. You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest.
No, don't.
You are under arrest. Don't resist, Brian.
No.
Come on.
Come on. Okay, stop.
You're
Stop.
under. You're not
No,
going to.
I'm not resisting, but don't. Let's stop.
You're
Let's
tensed
talk about
up.
it. Let's talk about it. Okay.
We've talked.
No.
You're under arrest.
No,
Place your
let's-
hands behind your back.
No.
Don't make it even worse.
No, I'm not. Let's talk about it. Let's just.
No. Stop. I don't want to put you on the ground.
No.
I don't want to make
you
this
either.
worse.
All right, I will just sleep it off.
You're.
Dude.
Stop it right now. You know.
Stop tensing up, man.
I'm not. I'm not.
Stop it.
I'm not. I don't need those on.
You are getting handcuffs on because you're fighting us the entire time.
I want to talk to you guys.
It's cough. I don't want them too tight on you. You know this. Too tight?
No.
Hold on. Let me lock them.
I will just hang out here. That's fine.
You won't. You wouldn't cooperate. Any point of this?
What's that?
You. Why wouldn't you not cooperate?
Well, I tried.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to hire a lawyer and have him or her present while being questioned. Okay. If you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. Represent you at the county expense before any questioning if you wish so. If you give up your right to remain silent and later wish to stop answering questions, no further questions will be asked. Do you understand the rights that I have explained to you? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Have these rights in mind? Do you wish to talk to me? Okay, you are being placed under arrest for suspicion of operating while intoxicated. This did not have to go this way.
No. Yes. What other options do we have?
You could have manned up and talked.
I did.
You made us forcefully push you out of this vehicle.
Yeah, well, there was
Forcibly
no option.
handcuff you.
But
Yes,
there
it was. Option was to man up and talk to us.
I did. I would.
We're doing what we have to do. It is our
I
job.
get
You
that.
know
and
that.
I already told you I would go by the side of the road and sleep it off. So.
Okay, we're done with that. Backseat of my car, please.
No.
You're already under arrest. Backseat of
Dude.
my patrol car.
Dude.
Brian.
Dude. Guys. I'm not gonna fight you. Can we talk?
I've tried talking. You won't talk to me. You want to sit in the side of the road. You got him? You want to sit in the side of the road.
I'm not gonna fight you guys. Stay here. Okay.
Okay.
So, what do we gotta talk about?
Well, not much talking about. You know what happens. We're going to take you to the jail and ask for a data master. And if you refuse that, we're going to get a search warrant for your blood. Take you to the hospital and get blood.
All right. So, let's make a deal.
Oh.
Okay?
What kind of deal do you want to make?
A cop to a cop. That's what the deal's about.
A cop to a cop. Why are you putting me in that situation?
Why are you putting me in that situation?
I didn't drink.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't drive drunk.
Okay. I got a lot going on in my life, and I said
We
I
all have a
would-
lot going on in our lives.
Oh, well, I got a lot more than I don't know if you do, but I do have a lot going on. So I just want to hang out, and I will be on my way.
It's fine and dandy if you're at your camp drunk, shit-faced.
Yeah.
You're on the side of the road.
And that's where I want to be. So just
Okay. You're going to sit in the back of my car.
no, just.
There's no about it. You were sitting back in my car. Okay,
No,
step
let's
back.
talk
Step
about
back.
it. No, I'm not gonna fight, but
Have a seat.
no, let's talk about it.
Have a seat. We've tried talking. You don't want to talk. You didn't want
Yeah,
to talk.
no, you don't want to.
So,
I said I would hang out on the
Have
side
a
of
seat.
the road,
Brian.
and I would go to.
have a
Please.
seat.
Just take a seat.
No.
You come on. You're not.
No.
You're. Any other person's gonna get an R&O charge. You know this.
I know. No.
Have a seat.
No.
Hey, watch your head.
Have a
Duck
seat.
your head, please.
No. Guys. Let's talk about it, okay?
I've tried.
No,
Have
we
a
have
seat.
not talked.
Brian, have a seat.
Stop, guys. Hold on. I'm who you guys are. Do you guys realize that?
Yes.
Okay, then stop.
We're done. Have a seat.
No, you're not. Then let me sleep. Stop.
You're
Stop.
making us forcefully
stop,
push you in here.
Stop.
Go in my patrol car right now.
No, stop. Think about it.
I've thought about it.
No, you haven't, because I will sleep it off on the side of the road. You can come check on me anytime you want.
No. Have a seat.
No.
Brian.
No. Just think about it.
I'm done.
No.
In my car. In my car. Get in there. Crawl in. I don't care. You're sitting down. You're sitting down in my car.
Let's talk about it, buddy.
Sit down and we'll talk.
No, we won't.
Okay, then sit down and we won't talk, regardless. But you gotta sit down.
Have a seat.
Stop, guys.
Have a seat. Watch your head.
No.
In my car.
No, stop. I'm not gonna fight.
I just grab a shoulder and start pulling them. Brian, please don't kick me. That's all I'm going to ask.
No, no.
Bring your foot in and sit upright. There's one, there's two, and sit.
Stay right here.
No.
Yes.
Just let...
Brian, don't.
Stop. Why are you doing this to a fellow cop?
Why are you doing this to a fellow cop?
Why? Because I said I would go to the side of the road and sit.
Put your foot back in.
Right?
Put your foot
Did
back.
I not agree to that?
Foot back in, leg back in. Now, please. Brian.
No, stop.
Stop it.
No, you stop. No, you stop. What are you doing?
Pull his shoulder back. Crack the window. Sort of talk to him.
The number of arrested Bexar County deputies climbed again to 17 this year and 2 this week. As the mugshots pile up, so do our questions about what the sheriff's office and the county as a whole is doing about it. We took those questions to BCSO and the Bexar County judge. Now he tells us there is a plan for change. Erica Zucco is live at the Bexar County Detention Center to explain.
Well, that number did rise, and the department says that no one is above the law. Today, we went looking for answers about what's being done to prevent the issues that have been leading to this. BCSO says 26-year-old Corporal Kaylin Kruger was suspended from their Special Emergency Response Team today after San Antonio police arrested her for DWI at 2:40 this morning. That's just 2 days after 23-year-old Deputy Tavion Gleckler was accused of challenging an inmate to fight. Here's what Sheriff Javier Salazar said then.
The number comes up. Well, how many is that for the year? I can tell you right now, the number to year to date is 16. And if I have to make that number 17 tonight and number 18 tomorrow, I will do that without hesitation.
We requested another interview with the sheriff for today. BCSO referred us to a statement saying in part, administratively, this case will be handled as swiftly and severely as possible, and it will assist SAPD on the case if needed. This case is just one of more than a dozen. I crunched the numbers and records show 5 DWI arrests, 3 assaults, 2 official oppressions, 2 child sex assaults, 2 of FBI conspiracy, 1 aggravated assault, 1 sexual assault, and 1 Medicaid fraud. This week, the sheriff said he's focused on adding more training and recruiting selectively to make sure the right deputies are on the force. And we wanted to know what the county as a whole is doing about this, so we went to Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf. He says that the department has around 1,500 deputies and that he expressed his concerns about these 17 to the sheriff. He says that he was assured that they will be announcing a new plan on Monday. We'll, of course, be following those developments in our newscasts and at KENS5.com. Live at the Bexar County Detention Center, Erica Zucco,
KENS 5 Eyewitness
News exclusive this evening. A Cherokee County deputy is facing charges of indecency with a child. KTK's Mike Miller right now joining us live in studio with details about that investigation.
Well, Neil, the Texas Rangers are leading this investigation, and according to this arrest report obtained by KTK News, the incident happened last month, January 26th to be exact. 46-year-old Jonathan Schobert is charged with one count of indecency with a child. He is a sergeant with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. He was arrested yesterday. His bond set at $50,000. It's unclear how long Schobert has been with the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office and if he's still employed there. Details about this felony crime are limited at this time, but a judge has told Schobert to have no contact with the victim or the victim's family. Now, according to state law, the charge of indecency with a child means some form of sexual contact was made. The Cherokee County Sheriff has referred all questions to the Texas Rangers, and they are refusing to comment publicly at this time. As soon as we get more details, we'll let you know here and on our website, easttexasmatters.com. Reporting live in studio, Mike Miller, KTK News.
KXAN investigation, Protect and Serve revealed hundreds of official allegations of harassment and discrimination at the Texas Department of Public Safety since 2013. A federal lawsuit is being filed in Austin alleging a culture of corruption at the agency.
Lawmakers are talking about the need to look into how the agency's investigation division operates and asking why so few allegations result in disciplinary actions at DPS. As KXAN investigator Brittany Glass explains, the plaintiff in the lawsuit says the problem is widespread.
Claims of cover-ups. One the plaintiff alleges involves the May 2016 murder of Ronnie Horaney, an East Texas businessman. The lawsuit states the murder investigation was compromised after the Texas Rangers discovered their lead investigator was involved in a sexual relationship with the victim's widow. And a case involving a questionable traffic stop in February 2017.
It's a white pickup truck, and the guy's wearing a suit, and he brake checked me, and I went around him on the right side, gave him the finger, and he turned all these lights and sirens on.
Before Round Rock police arrive, a ranger in an unmarked DPS pickup truck points a gun at the driver.
I want the director of DPS down here to talk to this guy. He doesn't deserve to be doing that. And then when I ask him who he is, all I see is a gun shaking, and I'm like this.
These cases and others brought up in this 24-page federal lawsuit filed by a retired special agent with the State Criminal Investigation Division at DPS. Darren Luby says some favored DPS workers abuse their power and harass employees.
My belief is there's a systemic problem top to bottom, and particularly top. The senior commanders have allowed this kind of culture to flourish, and so I think the legislature needs to get involved.
Just last month, we asked Director Stephen McCraw about allegations like these at DPS. He says the agency takes equal employment opportunity matters seriously.
If it's criminal, the Texas Rangers will investigate it, and we have the Office of Inspector General that reports directly to the Commission, and she will do an independent investigation. And if it's found that there's a violation, we'll terminate people, period. Make no mistakes.
But the lawsuit alleges that office, meant to protect DPS employees, conducts sham investigations. The retired special agent says he faced retaliation after filing a formal harassment complaint, then says he was harassed into an early retirement.
I'm hoping the Texas legislature in the upcoming session will take a hard look at DPS and hold some hearings on this.
Brittany Glass, KXAN Investigates.
When we reached out to DPS today for comment on the litigation, we were told in a statement the department looks forward to refuting these spurious claims through the proper legal proceedings.
The number of allegations of discrimination, harassment, sexual harassment, and retaliation agency-wide has nearly doubled from 46 in 2016 to 85 last year. Only about 10% of the allegations in the 5 years we analyzed were substantiated, meaning in the majority of cases, nothing was proven and no one was disciplined. It's important to remember that by law, any allegation made against troopers is only shared with the public if that trooper is disciplined. Last year, that number was 0. For a full breakdown of allegations, check out our story, Protect and Serve, in the investigative section on KXAN.com.
Unmarked car with lights and sirens pulls up behind you in traffic. What do you do?
One frightened driver called 911, and tonight we learned that is exactly what you should do. KXAN lead investigator Brian Collister has uncovered a traffic stop that raises questions about why and how the officer pulled the driver over.
Round Rock police rushed to a call for help. A driver talking to a 911 operator says someone is trying to pull him over.
It's a white pickup truck, and the guy's wearing a suit. And he brake checked me, and I went around him on the right side, gave him the finger, and he turned all these lights and sirens on.
Moments later, before officers arrive, the man following the driver points a gun at him as he sits in his car.
Do you have your ID with you? And then we're going to move up in this parking lot and get this figured out.
The officer figures out the man who pulled the gun is Texas Ranger Michael Smith, driving an unmarked DPS pickup. Driver David Van Kuren is fuming and wants to talk to the Ranger's boss.
I want the director of DPS down here to talk to this guy. He deserve to be doing that. And then when I ask him who he is, all I see is a gun shaking, and I'm like this.
So what happened?
Ranger Smith claims Van Kuren almost crashed into his truck as traffic slowed.
Goes around me, flies around me real fast, okay, shoots me the bird, and this southwest my truck. Get out of the truck, I demand to get out, okay. He puts the car in reverse. I draw my gun.
Ranger Smith tells the investigating officer he got out of his truck to talk to the driver and only pulled his gun after feeling his life was in jeopardy. His truck has no dash cam, so it's the Ranger's word against the driver in this incident last February. But KXAN has also obtained evidence Ranger Smith was not exactly telling the truth about exactly when he pulled his pistol. Listen to this crucial part of the 911 call.
He's getting out of the car now. He's got his gun drawn and he has no badge. What the What are you doing?
This might need to get somebody there with a gun.
Are you crazy?
It's suspicious.
Who the are you?
At the scene, Ranger Smith also backs off his claim the motorist almost crashed into him.
Tell me what you want though. Man, I want him cited, but there's nothing good to cite for. Precisely. Yeah. Nothing good to cite him for. Yeah. You know, he didn't strike my vehicle. I took a little base back to admission. Okay. Did he cross the center line when he did that? I don't think he did, no. Okay.
As for the driver, who did not respond to our requests for comment, he got off without a ticket.
At what point did you realize that this guy was an officer?
When he was right next to my window with his gun in my face, and I said, "Are you crazy? Who are you?" Okay. And he said, "Oh, the DPS Ranger." And I'm like...
In an emailed statement, DPS says, quote, "Our employee acted inconsistent with policy, exercised poor judgment, and conducted himself in an unprofessional and discourteous manner, all of which are unacceptable. The department has taken corrective action with this employee regarding the policy infractions." DPS did not respond to questions about the truthfulness of Ranger Smith's account of exactly when he pulled his weapon. Now, what are you supposed to do if a car pulls up behind you that's unmarked and tries to pull you over? Do exactly what this driver did. Call 911 to verify it is a law enforcement officer. Brian Collister, KXAN Investigates.
And I'm Jonathan Martinez. 24-year-old Hannah Savoy worked as a paraprofessional at Levi Middle School, and authorities say the relationship involved a former student. Channel 2's Sally Mamdou is live just outside that school with the very latest on this case. Sally?
And Jonathan, we still don't know whether the former employee and the student started their relationship here at the middle school. But court documents say that the relationship was reported to police by the principal, who was notified by another student in April of this year, and the student used to attend this middle school. Now, the details of this case are disturbing. According to court documents, the former employee, 24-year-old Hannah Parisa Savoy, and the 15-year-old student started this sexual relationship last year. Savoy was seen visiting the student's home and laying together with the student in a bed, as well as posting pictures on Snapchat. When confronted by police, court documents show that Savoy confessed to having a sexual relationship with the student, whom she said, quote, she loved with all of her heart. Savoy admitted to sleeping with the 15-year-old student multiple times at places that included the student's home, at a park, and at a hotel. Police also recovered several explicit images on Savoy's phone of her and the student. Also, a video was found of what court documents describe as a video of the two having sexual intercourse. Savoy is facing improper relationship with a student charge, as well as a sexual assault on a child. In the meantime, the Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District released to us a statement saying, quote, authorities notified us last spring of an alleged inappropriate relationship between a Levi Middle School paraprofessional staff member and a former student. Due to the seriousness of the allegation, the staff member was immediately removed from campus. Law enforcement conducted a full investigation that led to an off-campus arrest. We are out here in Northwest Houston. Sally Memdu, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Sally, thank you so much for that.
Dallas police arrested a teacher's assistant at South Oak Cliff High School and charged him with sexual assault of a child. The arrest affidavit shows the victim is a 16-year-old female student at the school. Jack Fink is there live with details and more on a state law aimed at reducing this problem. Jack?
Well, Gilma, state law requires school districts report all cases of inappropriate relationships between educators and students. And the case here is one of dozens across the state being investigated this school year.
I think the law was the right thing to do. It is an issue.
Dallas ISD Superintendent Dr. Michael Hinojosa praised the state law passed last year that cracked down on inappropriate educator-student relationships and required administrators and principals to report them. The Texas Education Agency said this week it saw a big increase in investigations in these cases last year. Records show they've nearly tripled in 6 years, from 163 in 2012-2013 to 429 in 2017-2018.
So the penalties are very heavy. So I think anybody who's unsure, they'll go ahead and report. And then I think that's one of the reasons of the spike.
Hinojosa and the district couldn't comment on a new criminal case involving a teacher's assistant who works with the band at South Oak Cliff High School. 34-year-old Markel Hall has been arrested and charged with sexual assault on a child, rape. The victim is a 16-year-old female student at the school. Court records say on Monday the suspect picked her up from school and took her to his house where they had sex, and that a separate charge of improper relationship between student and teacher will be filed with the Dallas County District Attorney's Office on a later date. Hinojosa told us the district educated all of its employees about the new law.
So we've done significant training with all of our employees. They had to sign off on the book on what's required and what they have to do and how they have to report.
And records show there were 49 of these investigations opened in September and last month. As for the teacher's assistant here at South Oak Cliff High School, we requested an interview with him today at the Dallas County Jail, but we didn't hear back. The school district has placed him on administrative leave. Live in Dallas, Jack Fink, CBS 11 News.
Reverse, started backing it up. I backed my car up, and then I called for more units, and then I went to get out, and he backed up towards my car again, like backing it up. Almost hit my car a second time. So I backed up all the way here, told county to stay, and then I waited for their officer to get on scene. Me, two officers made contact on the driver's side, the other officer was on the passenger side. Okay. You have in-car video or just body cam? Just body cam. Was your body camera activated to capture any of the driving? No, it was charging. Okay. All right. One or two of the witnesses, their information's in the computer. I can get for you. They said y'all can call them if you want. Okay. I got the driver information on here on last week. Okay, yeah, I think our other trooper got that as well. All right. Yes, I would like that witness information if you can provide that to him. Yep. And I'm gonna move forward until I hear otherwise. But anything else you need? He also told me he's not on any medication that impairs him. He takes an antidepressant, didn't
you, sir? I'm Trooper Lutz. How are you? I'm Trooper Lutz with the Highway Patrol. How are you? What's going on today?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I think you were the one that was involved, so I think you might have a better understanding as to why we're all here today.
No, I just got pulled over by a bunch of vehicles.
Okay. Is there... Why do you think that is?
There was an incident back on 78. Somebody said that I swiped their vehicle, and when I looked at the damage, it was more on this side than my side, so I thought I was making a left-hand turn, and they possibly might have swiped me. So I pulled over with him. I asked him, I said, how do you want to do this? He said, well, I'm going to file a complaint. I said, well, that's your choice. We can call him, have him here, show up. Or I said, or we could do, you know, a 310 and carry it from there. And he said, okay, well, we'll do it that way. And I left.
Okay, so when he said, okay, we'll do it that way, you mean we'll do it TR 310?
Yeah.
And you left, even though he said he wanted to do a TR 310?
No. He said he wanted a 309.
A 309, okay.
So
All
I
right.
gave him my business card.
Okay.
And then he said he'd be in contact with me.
All right. Just hang tight for me real quick so I can reposition my car, okay? Can everybody kill their blue lights, please? Lieutenant, is this your Tahoe? Yes. Do you mind killing your blue lights, please? Has Methvin made the phone call yet?
No, we got one.
Do you want us to back up more, or you're okay?
Got one witness somewhere. She's trying to get the other one in. Who's calling?
No, I'm just trying to talk to our corporal. He asked me to call him when he got here. If Corporal Ford answers, will you talk to him? Just advise them that there's no 1050 down here and that they're requesting to be handled. There's no 1050 down here. They're requesting that we handle.
Somebody from Fire Patrol already called my deputy that's out with the other car that was hit and told him just to get me all the information. And
yeah, Trooper Methvin was out there, and I believe he got that information.
Right, so she got all the information and everything from her, so she's got all that.
All right, Sergeant, come take a walk with me, okay? Right here. All right. So tell me why it is that you're very slow slow and it's slow movements. You're having trouble answering my questions. You have a slur in your speech. What's causing that?
Maybe the new medication for high blood pressure.
High blood pressure? You think that would cause your speech to be slurred?
Yeah.
When did you start that medication?
Just recently.
When is just recently?
Like a few days ago.
Okay. Are you on any other medications?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of? Well, you would know.
Antidepressant.
An antidepressant? All right. What antidepressant is it?
I couldn't tell you without calling my wife to tell you what it is.
Okay. And how often do you take that?
At night, which is a time released, and it goes throughout the day.
Okay. Did you take it today? When was the last time you took
night.
it? You took it last night.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm a man.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, how much have you had to drink today?
To drink?
Yes, that was my question.
Absolutely nothing.
Not a thing.
No.
Not. Did you have anything last night?
No.
No?
No.
All right. Oh, what do we think the cause is, other than blood pressure medicine, for
I don't know.
everything that's
you
going
can stop all this and just put me in handcuffs.
Why would I do that? Sir? Sir? Sir?
I'm not taking any of your tests. Put me in handcuffs.
Give me your cuffs. I don't want to take those.
Good job. Way to look out for your guys.
Stand in front of my car. Stand in front.
Yeah, I got you. Don't push me.
I'm not pushing you.
You
I'm advising you
were.
where my car is, okay?
I knew where your car was.
I'm not quite sure that you did.
Yeah,
You're walking the wrong direction.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Alright, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire an attorney. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights as I've explained them to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this vest off you, alright? You left your duty weapon at home? Okay. Trooper pat you down, okay, sir? Do you have anything on you? Any knives, anything else other than what we took off of your vest? Not that you know of?
How fun? Is there anything on you?
What pill is this? What medication is that?
Which one?
The only one that's in this bag. There's only one pill in here. What is it? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Alright, what is it?
It's a fish oil.
It's a fish oil, that's it? Okay. You take fish oil every day?
Yes, sir.
I'm a man, again. So you take fish oil, high blood pressure medication, and an antidepressant. What else? That's it? Well, pretty much doesn't encompass all of it. So is that it?
What do you want me to take? I take vitamin C. I
Okay,
take
that's what I'm
other
asking.
stuff.
That's what I'm asking, so I know what you're on. Because when I asked you, you only said blood pressure medicine and an antidepressant that you hadn't taken today. So I just want to make sure I know everything that you take on a daily basis.
No, I took the antidepressant medication at 12 o'clock last night. So technically, it would have been it today.
Okay. Got it. But you've been on that medication for a while?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been on it, do you know?
Years.
Years? Okay. Come on this way. Alright, you're gonna have a seat right here. Alright. Appreciate that. Talk to Corporal. There's nothing I can do about that.
They just started asking about the shirt. They were just saying that they can turn off the uniform. I'm like, I don't know.
I
I'll
don't
check.
know that he's got anything else. Let me see what he's got on there. Sir, do you have an undershirt on underneath that uniform shirt? Yes. You? Alright, we're gonna take that uniform shirt, okay? Do you have a jacket, a plain jacket, like a personal jacket in your vehicle that we can get for you, or no? No? Okay, go ahead and step out. Can you get that shirt?
49 northbound, blue and color DS. 1028 Delta Victor 417.
There you go. Just strip me of my fucking drive.
174 F. Unknown station.
Nothing fucking on me. Nothing fucking on me. You guys just want to strip me of my bride. Fuck you guys.
Hank, stop. Hank, stop. Stop. Stop.
No narcotics found on me. No nothing. Prepare for a lawsuit!
Knock it off.
State Representative from
from Dallas, Victoria Niave, says that she's disappointed her constituents, her supporters, and herself. Dallas police say late last night she crashed her BMW into a tree in the Lakewood neighborhood of Dallas. Officers say her eyes were bloodshot, her breath smelled of alcohol. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is at the scene now of the crash with details. Alex.
Heather, and take a look for yourself. This is where it all did come to a crashing end. You can see some of the damage done to the tree here located along Abrams Parkway. Now, the representative is laying low tonight. No one answered the door at her Dallas apartment, and repeat calls we made to her legislative office went to voicemail. But as you mentioned, she did make a brief appearance today on social media. She apologized for her action, but stopped short of admitting guilt. Just hours after being booked and released from the Dallas County Jail on suspicion of driving while intoxicated, State Representative Victoria Niave posting this 26-second recorded statement on Facebook.
Last night, I disappointed my family, my constituents, my supporters. I disappointed myself. I'm deeply sorry. I'm so grateful that no one was hurt. I will accept full responsibility for my actions and will work to make this right.
Niave referring to her own arrest around 11:30 Tuesday night after Dallas police say the 36-year-old lawmaker crashed her BMW into a tree at the corner of Abrams Parkway and La Vista in Lakewood. The arrest report states Niave had bloodshot eyes, a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, and unsteady balance. According to the report, an unidentified man who appears to have been with Niave initially claimed the car was his. The story quickly changed and Niave confirmed she was driving by stating with slurred speech, "I didn't hit anything."
My name is Victoria Niave. I'm an attorney.
Niave, who was just elected to the state legislature and named Freshman of the Year by the Texas Democratic Caucus, reportedly refused the blood draw and field sobriety test, telling officers on scene, "I love you and I will fight for you, and I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment rights." An officer got a warrant and took her to Baylor Hospital, where a nurse took a blood sample. Meanwhile, a sign posted at the entrance of her private law practice in Dallas informed clients the office was closed today. A man who lives near the crash site says he hopes Niave learns from her mistake.
I think you can strip away the titles, and anybody that would be in that situation probably is reflecting on it, thinking very serious about the actions, and probably reflecting back on what they could have done differently.
And in a statement released to Fox 4 News today, the Dallas County Democratic chair says that she looks forward to speaking with Niave regarding her case. Also, I can tell you that Niave is expected to be present for the start of the special legislative session. Heather?
All right, Alex. Thank you.
That's all, folks.